to Telford Ice Rink for tonight's ice hockey action. Last night, Tigers travelled to Basingstoke, where they won 4-2 against the top of the table team. Slough have travelled north to Shropshire for tonight's game, and Adam Walker's still playing for the Tigers. I spoke to him to find out what the story was about his extended contract.
I was supposed to fly out to America this past Tuesday there, so no, it's nice. It's nice to be able to stay and to kind of finish the job that I came down here to do and have a bit more fun down here.
And there's been quite a few changes since you first agreed to come here.
Yeah, that's right. It's been good though. The changes have been good, and just recently the performances, you can see why we've made the changes, and it's looking good for 2014.
So great to turn over the top team twice back to back. High expectations against Slough today?
Yeah, I think so. I think we've got high expectations against everybody we play now. So we obviously want to continue our run and hopefully pick up 2 points and move up the league some more.
Good evening, welcome to Telford Ice Rink. The Slough Jets have made the trip up to Telford, having lost to the Telford Tigers in their own rink last weekend. Can they turn over the fortunes of the Slough Jets against the on-form Telford Tigers? Lining up, Timo, Mika, Ricky, Cruiser and Dan Scott. Mika wins the draw, gives it to Cruiser, skates it in, makes the first shot on net. Stick save from the new netminder for Slough Jets. Scott, Salem, Walker, picked up by Bowley. Deep into the end zone. 4 minutes remaining on an end-to-end paddle deck. Drives the right side and pulls it on the backhand, goes across and takes it round Declan Ryan and puts it in for goal number 1 for the Slough Jets. A good skate, lean in, across the stick, comes right the way across Declan Ryan, waits for him to drop and then goes round the leg pad and into the back of the net for goal number 1 for the Slough Jets. Turfdeck picks it up, nearly loses his footing, lays it off to Kiras, takes a deflection to Rose. Rose headmans it forward, but it was intercepted by Dan Davis for the Tigers. Mackenzie. Miller's heading for the net, puts it on and he reaches forward and it just was a bit hard. The slight angle against Joe Miller's stick means the hard pass from Mackenzie just angled right up into the netting. Either if the stick was a little bit more upright or the pass was a bit softer, it would have just gone into the net. It had beaten the netminder, but it was the deflection and the angle of the puck that took it up into the netting. Thank you to sponsors and supporters including GTS Couriers, for the Three Furnaces Bar and Nightclub, Frankie and Benny's and the Space Place. Plant. Timo goes through, makes a shot. Wide to the left of the post. Plant. Cruiser. Netminder makes the save, goes round the boards. Mika picks it up in front of the Slough bench. Shot goes across, Timo reaches for the puck. A lot of pushing and shoving in front of the bench. But it's Slough that clear the puck out towards the net. Gets back down low to Mika. Timo really reaching for the puck. But now Slough on the counter-attack. A drive forward to beat Maynard from 5. Tries to pass it in front, but the Slough player gets drilled into the boards. I think he'd already lost his footing on the way in, but the stoppage of play comes for an injury. It felt like he lost his balance before he hit the boards, but Cruiser was with him, so guided him into the boards, but he didn't run him through or nail him. There's no penalty call. According to the rules this year, there's no padding allowed to be visible, but I can see Danny Rose's left elbow pad from here. Shot from the point from Kiras, who's also got his elbows exposed. They all have. And that's the end of the first period. Slough Jets 1, Telford Tigers 0. Welcome back to period 2. Slough Jets have a 1-0 lead. Dumped down into the end zone, into Telford's defensive end. Goal! Telford just standing round, Paddledeck makes a shot, goes into the side netting, and it's goal number 2 for the Slough Jets. Telford need to just step up the pace a little bit. 25 tries to keep it in, and now Miller has a break with Mackenzie. Lax reaching round, Miller walks it in, shoots, and the loose puck was saved, goes down the back of the net, he tries to feed it through to Mackenzie, but Slough golf swinging at that puck to get it cleared out the end zone. Now you've got some end-to-end hockey, bit of emotion coming out now. Salem passes in front to Walker. Walker leans forward and tries to take it to his backhand. Intercepted by Salem, tries to feed it to Walker, but intercepted now by Slough. Slough on the drive. Tuwalski with a big shot and goal into the right-hand post. That was a great goal from Matt Tuwalski. Carried it down the blue line, hit the top, winds up, and then just inside the pipework on the right-hand side puts goal number 3 on for the Slough Jets. Telford changed netminders. Declan Ryan changes with Sam Gospel at 29 minutes and 38 seconds. Mika fakes it and he goes out of the zone. Mika will be frustrated with that. So Pavlu back to Mika. Gets the feet moving hard. Tuwalski comes across him with the stick. He's still got it down into the end zone. Stops hard, comes back up the play. Timo, Mika. Timo, Mika. Plant, Miller, Roberts. No, Maynard. Yeah, Maynard. Behind the net, between Plant and Mika. Timo's in that high slot area. Then she gets the shot away, and then Mika picks up the rebound, and it takes a deflection off the netminder's back, I think. It was Timo that made the shot. The rebound comes down. Mika picks it up behind him and literally shoots it off the netminder's back into the back of the net for goal number 1 for the Telford Tigers. Miller. Pavlu. Salem drives towards the net. That's a goal! And there's pushing and shoving Nathan Salem. The netminder's shouting and screaming. I don't know why. Give it a answer. Plant. Kulivainen shoots and into the netminder. Great play from Mika Plant to Timo. Shot into the body. Netminder makes the save. Now, Slough on the break. Tuwalski has a look up at the clock. He's got 12 seconds. He winds up, slow motion shot. Gospel makes a save. Rebound comes down. Slough get the stick in there first. Gospel looks a bit shook by that. I don't know whether it hurt his hand. Walker drives to left wing, bringing us to the end of period 2. Makes the shot. Telford Tigers 2 and the Slough Jets 3. Now, I'm not sure whether Gospel picked up an injury with that or he just came hard, but when he made that save, he was shaking his glove a lot, and he's just staying in the net at the moment. So as we kick off period 3, Telford Tigers 2, Slough Jets 3, as we line up for the third period. Off the draw. Pavlu. Pavlu skates forward. Cuts inside, makes the shot. Goes around the back of the net. Mika. Looks for his options, throws it down low. Finds Timo. Back to Mika. Mika now hustling behind the net. Lack gets there first. Plant just feeds the puck forward to Timo. Gives it then the pass off to Mika. Back to Plant behind the net. Real hustle for position there now. Danny Rose for Telford. Nathan Salem picks up the puck. Headmans it through. Walker skates onto it. Comes in behind Buckingham. Picks the puck up. Drives in. Looks to go for the wraparound. Gets it all the way around. And it was Kiras that basically spread-eagled across the ice to prevent the puck heading up towards the third goal of the night for the Tigers. Good defensive play from Kiras. Good catching mitt save from Gospel from the big shot from Padlick. Reached out there and there was some pressure in that shot as it bounced into the catching mitt. Great save from Sam Gospel. Plant picks it up off the boards. He's on a 1-0. Goes in and through the 5-hole. But I tell you what, I can see that 5-hole as Plant skated in. He could see it was there. He's still waiting to see where the puck is because he knows he got it between. But he's got it on that pad. That back leg just came round and closed the gap as Plant shot the puck. That was lightning reaction. Kiras off the boards. Scott tries to clear it out. But now Slough took it. Come in as a goal. That's a great play. The incoming player comes in, I think it was 22, I think. And then the pass comes in, he walks it in and makes the top left, I believe. Timo. Pavlu. Pavlu skates through, backhand. Netminder saves it. And then it was Buckingham that held him up. But then he reaches across and grabs towards the cage, and there's a little bit of clutching and grabbing there. Joy's right there. And let's hear some noise for your very own Telford Tigers! Shot from Miller, skates in, reaches round, makes the shot, the puck's flicked out, and he gets to stick to it the second time and sends it into the netminder's pads. Davis comes across, joining the ice from the bench, intercepted by Kiras, who's on the breakdown to the right wing and shoots. The save's made, the rebound was shot in by line. The puck was loose, but it was Sam Gospel. Good determination, working, covering that puck to get a stoppage in play. That was very nearly a Slough goal. Pavlu shoots, takes a bounce around into the corner, 12 seconds on the clock. Pavlu skates down, throws it in on the backhand, goes to get it in front as orange shirts. Walker reaches for the puck. It's against the corner. It's being clutched back. Pavlu puts it in front, and that's the end of the game. Telford Tigers 2, Slough Jets 4.
No, not the best performance. I think through the second and third period, we obviously dominated the hockey game. We didn't create enough good goal-scoring opportunities. Slough sat on top of their goal, blocked a lot of shots, made it hard for us to get into score areas. The 2 goals that we did get were from in tight rebounds. You know, we missed a hell of a lot of chances tonight. Missed a lot of chances, and we gave up poor goals. Defensively, we weren't very good. Our goaltending wasn't great, and offensively, didn't get the job done.
I think there's got to be some credit go to Slough's netminder as well.
Well, of course, I think Slough defensively, they made it hard for us to score goals. And you know what? That's a tough combination. But we should be good enough to break that team down. Nothing we could change system-wise, nothing we could change strategy-wise. You know, it was about going out there early in the game, playing hard through the first period, and we would have made our job done easier. We put every warning sign up on the wall tonight to let everybody know how important it was today. And guys in there let the team down tonight.
So, looking forward, at home again on Tuesday.
Yeah, big tough game. You know, it makes it even more important tonight after tonight's Tuesday's even more important after tonight's result. So it's up for the guys to come in with a better attitude to their jobs.
A little bit of extra pressure on, as Tom said, for the Telford Tigers when they're at home on Tuesday night for a 7:30 face-off against Swindon Wildcats.
I got the eye of the tiger, the fighter.